Hello everybody, we are covering a few things today. I'll explain it as it goes along as we hit the bits that we hit. But anyway, the first bit I wanted to talk about was, does anybody notice that there's just different kind of mountains and hills? Like you've got mountains like this and then you've got mountains here that have sort of dropped something. It's like someone went and then it went whoosh. And like this used to be on top of here and now it's, well, was it made this way? It just looks like that. It's just silt and I just don't know. What is this? Where has it come from? Usually it's little bits, but in some places, I think, one of the places we're going to look at in a minute, it's compacted now because of maybe the cold. I don't know, but anyway, let's just move on. So, you know, when I see mountains, it's the one thing I look for now is, oh, does it have that there? And I think this one's in Europe, like somewhere, you know, like Switzerland or wherever. Oh, there was a little square there. They probably mined there then. Anyway, this person's visiting a cabin. But the thing that really interested me in their video was that these mountains have kind of dropped. I call it dropped because I don't know what it is. See, there's that one up, there's that, there it is there, but there it is below there as well, dropped. When did this happen then? Because we already know that something horrible happened to us. The buildings are built on top of buildings, etc, etc. And, you know, just the way it is, we all know that something must have happened because of mud floods or whatever you call it and so forth, even if we don't quite understand it. But so that's what interests me. And then while I was looking, I came across the Rainbow Hills. And you're like, wow, they are quite amazing, aren't they? And, yeah. But they don't have grass on them. Well, there is a bit of grass there, but I mean, what you're looking at doesn't have grass on it. Amazing, eh? And such amazing colours. And you think, wow, China. Oh, golly. And no one ever thinks that it's actually under your nose, because this is the Isle of Wight, where it's the same thing happening, except there's grass on the top here. So you're only seeing that little bit, whereas on those other hills you see the whole thing. So grass is growing okay on all of it. But this is the same kind of thing, different coloured sands. Yeah, the Isle of Wight. Anyway, back to these ones. What's happened? It's like, whap! Drop. I don't know how to explain it. Has anybody else seen all this? Has anybody got a real answer for it? Oh, you stupid women, it's this. More that it's happened to. Like it's just dropped. Bits of it dropped off in little pieces. Like even like gravel. Anyway, that's what I think hills are more like and mountains. They just got, unless they've got snow on them, they're green. But there are some here as well, because I saw that one. It says in the UK, there's another one where it's happened where it's kind of dropped. Anyway, I came across this person here. Cecilia. I watch quite a lot of Cecilia now, and it's for the second part of the video that I actually came across her, but she lives in Svalbard. I can't say it. Svalbard. And it's, you know, like we've got England and the Shetland Islands, and then you've got the Faroe Islands, and then to the left you've got Iceland and then Greenland. But above the Faroe Islands, which seem quite north, you've got Svalbard. I think it's owned by Norway. She lives there with her boyfriend, and like I found her channel and I was watching what we're going to show later in a minute, and actually she lives in this place and they like the remoteness. They go out to places, they visit, and they've got a boat and they've got a really nice chalet, and you know, I don't know, now I sort of watch a bit of Cecilia. Anyway, this is her channel, so if you're interested, because she does live there and is so forth, talking about it, visiting places, talks about the weather, etc, etc. Anyway, this is her channel. We have this dog. Anyway, look at the mountains, the same thing. So they love visiting this place. And look at the mountains. The same thing has happened, they've kind of dropped. But again, there it looks like that's rock, and maybe it's because it's so cold there most of the time, because they're visiting in the summer. You know, I've been only watching her for the last months, and I haven't watched her all year round to know what her life's quite like, you know, in reality in winter. But anyway, she lives on Svalbard. There you go, and she's visiting there where that little dot is, but she doesn't live there. I think she lives a bit further south. But she's showing us her video of one of their favourite places, and they love going there, and they have to take the dog off the boat to go to the toilet. But anyway, they like the remoteness. And they sail around in their boat okay. Maybe not in the winter, but definitely for the months in summer. Anyway, those mountains again. So that really interested me. So anybody got any ideas of what they think happened that the mountains do this? Because you can almost see maybe water comes down it. I don't know. Anyway, on the edge of where this place is, there's a glacier. Anyway, there is a town there. And why I became interested, you know, there's the shops and everything, but what she says, I think, is that it's more expensive because it's got to be shipped there. But they all seem to like living there and so forth. But it was this place here that really interested me, because that's where I saw her, because she went to visit this place. It's a ghost town now, and I really hope she doesn't mind. I've taken a couple of minutes of her video because she explains it so brilliantly. But anyway, this was a Russian settlement, a coal mining town, and about 1998 it all kind of finished, and these people left very quickly and left most of their stuff there. This is the most northerly part that Russia will be. It was, I think she says, the most northerly for kindergarten as well. But we're going to listen to just a little bit of her explaining what this place is about. Thank you, Cecilia.
What was once a booming Arctic town with a population of around 1,500 people is now a Russian ghost town. At the top of the main street, the world's northernmost Lenin statue looks out over the abandoned Russian city of Pyramiden on Svalbard. Visiting Pyramiden is like stepping into a time machine. It almost looks like everyone left in a hurry, and things are left almost just as they were. Pyramiden was said to be a good place to live with a family-friendly community, and this was once upon a time the home of the world's northernmost kindergarten and primary school. But now the buildings stand empty, just like they have for decades.
Anyway, what interested me was she just came up in my feed, and she'd gone to another abandoned town. You know, that was the one thing. You know, we've got Centralia, theirs was by fire. We've got that mine I did with, I showed it to Amy. I remember talking quite a lot about it to Amy up in Canada, where they were jotted out on the edge of this rock, and it was a great big fall below, but that was abandoned. And then there's other places which are abandoned in England and other places. And then, oh, comes Cecilia on Svalbard and Pyramiden and another abandoned place. Like, this was a thriving place. They call it a town. It had 1,000 people. I suppose that's maybe town size. It had all the amenities you could want. It's obviously quite cold in the winter, and winter lasts quite a long time, and you don't get day, you get just night and blizzards and things. So it is pretty bleak up there, I'm sure. But she says they had a community and so forth. But I'm just like, wow. And it's been left as if they went yesterday and all their stuff's left behind. And what she said was in her video when she's talking is that there is a hotel there. And in the hotel, they maintain this place, and it's now a place to visit. You go there and you pay to look round this empty place, and it's managed. They went to the hotel and had a nice dinner, you know, nice food and drink and stuff. but obviously in the winter, because you can't get out, only a couple of people look after that place. But in the summer, there's more people there, and they have this hotel. And look, you can see trucks and things there, so you can see people are around, and so forth. But it just interested me again because it was another mining town. This one was coal. Oh, it's abandoned. But it's not just that it's abandoned, it's just that they left nearly everything behind. And that's why they maintain it now, because they don't want people going into the buildings and taking the stuff. So it's become a place you visit and you go on tours and stuff like that. But her this day, she wanted to go up like that shaft which you can see going up the hill, which she did it very quickly, I think. Yeah, she spends a lot of time outside, but I appreciated it because, you know, I myself, you know, have got into noticing how many places are abandoned. This one, the most northerly, and it just explains a little bit, I suppose, about one of the most northerliest places that we have in the place we live. But I'm going to let her just finish. She does a very excellent explanation of. I think she went to school in England. Of this place, so there was no point me doing it. I just hope she doesn't mind me copying those few minutes of her video, because obviously she's quite a big YouTuber and she puts out videos 2-3 times a week, or once, twice a week, whatever it is, because I've been catching up on them. She's great to go to bed with. And you're snuggling in, you can watch her having her life there. Anyway, thanks for watching, and she explains a bit more. What do you think? Come on. It obviously didn't end the way that they're saying it did, but oh, an aeroplane crash comes, and oh, but I just found it very interesting. Another abandoned place. Another abandoned place. What, are they leaving, really? Is that what's going on? That's why everything's cartoons on the television and nothing's real. It's because really they've left, and they've left us just with cartoons. Cartoons are running us. I don't know. What's your thoughts?
Hello and welcome to a new video. Christopher and Grim are in the background right here. If you haven't been on my channel before, my name's Cecilia and I live on Svalbard, which is an island close to the North Pole. So I am here right now in one of the ghost towns that we have up here. Do we have more? Yeah, kind of, Grumant. But yeah, so we're in the Russian ghost town Pyramiden. And I make videos about my life up here, and today we're gonna check out this abandoned ghost town. Come with us. Pyramiden, called Pyramida in Russian, is named after the pyramid-shaped mountain with the same name adjacent to the town. The village was founded by Sweden in 1910 and then sold to the Soviet Union in 1927. What was mainly a coal mining community had a population of more than 1,000 people in the 1980s, and the inhabitants were mostly Ukrainian. The village was said to be a good place to live, and local amenities included a cultural center with a theater, a library, art and music studios, a sport complex, and more. Pyramiden also had a primary school as well as a kindergarten, so it was a family-friendly community. But so what happened? In 1996, a Russian charter flight crashed on the approach to Svalbard, resulting in the loss of 141 lives. It's said that the falling price of coal, the difficulty and cost of extracting coal from the mountain, and the Russian air disaster at Operafjellet all contributed to the decision. So after 53 years of continuous operation, the Russian state-owned mining company closed the mine in Pyramiden on the 1st of April 1998. And a few months later, the village was left completely empty.